He wasn't just dominant, he was unstoppable. A 6 feet 10 inches powerhouse with guard skills. Footwork like a ballerina, strength like a heavyweight fighter. For years, the league had no answer. But today, he's remembered more for injuries than dominance. So what really happened to DeMarcus Cousins? How did one of the most skilled big men ever lose everything? This is the story of dominance, chaos, and cruel timing. Before the NBA, there was college. At University of Kentucky, Cousins was a monster. Under coach John Calipari, he averaged near double-doubles as a freshman. Strong, skilled, aggressive, but there was always controversy. Technical fouls, emotional outbursts, questions about maturity. Still, talent wins. And in the 2010 NBA draft, Sacramento picked him 5th overall. The Kings believed they found their franchise center. In Sacramento, Cousins didn't just improve. He exploded. 25 points per game. 12 rebounds per game. Elite post scoring. 3-point range. Passing ability. He became a 4x All-Star. The league started realizing, this wasn't just a good center. He was the most skilled big man in basketball. But there was one problem. The Kings were losing, year after year. No playoffs, no stability, and frustration. It kept building. Cousins was emotional, sometimes too emotional. Technical fouls piled up, suspensions happened, and eventually, Sacramento decided to move on. In 2017, Cousins was traded to the New Orleans Pelicans. And that's when things got scary. Because now, he was paired with Anthony Davis. Two dominant big men, two All-Stars, and for the first time in his career, Cousins was winning. In the 2017-18 season, he was playing the best basketball of his life. Averaging around 25 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists. He wasn't just bullying defenders anymore. He was complete. And then, everything changed. January 26, 2018. Late in a game, he goes up for a rebound. Comes down awkwardly. Grabs his leg. Silence. Diagnosis. A torn Achilles. The worst injury a big man can suffer. Explosiveness. Gone. Mobility. Limited. Career trajectory. Altered forever. At 27 years old. Right in his prime, Cousins' dominance was taken away. After rehab, Cousins signed with the Golden State Warriors. A super team, featuring Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. It was supposed to be his redemption arc. But he wasn't the same. The speed was different, the lift wasn't there. And then, another blow. He tore his quad in the playoffs. He tried to return for the NBA Finals. But the explosiveness was gone. Golden State lost, and Cousins' value around the league dropped. If the Achilles wasn't enough, in 2019, he tore his ACL. Another devastating injury. 3 major leg injuries in less than 2 years. Achilles, quad, ACL. For a big man who relied on strength and footwork, that's brutal. Teams began seeing him as a risk. Short contracts, bench roles, minimum deals. The dominant All-Star, now fighting just to stay in the league. Here's the real question. Was it only bad luck? Or did timing, attitude, and team instability also play a role? In Sacramento, he never had structure. In New Orleans, he finally found momentum. And the injury struck. Sometimes in sports, it's not just talent, it's timing. And Cousins' timing was cruel. Prime DeMarcus Cousins was special. A center who could score inside, shoot from deep, pass like a guard, rebound like a beast. If he stayed healthy, we might be talking about Hall of Fame potential. Instead, he became one of the biggest what-if stories in NBA history. Dominance doesn't last forever. Sometimes it's age, sometimes it's competition, and sometimes it's just injuries. DeMarcus Cousins didn't lack talent. He didn't lack skill. He didn't even lack effort. He just ran out of time. And in another universe, maybe we're talking about him very differently.
Isaiah. Cousins now will attack. Look at those hands. Oh, my goodness gracious!